Welcome to my bathroom. I've already filmed this intro once and then my phone ran out of storage. Today I'm gonna dye my hair, fix up my eyebrows and some stuff like that. And I thought it would be fun to do a tier list of recent hairstyles while I'm doing it. I've never done a tier list before, but I thought it could be kind of fun. A little trip down memory lane for me. Okay, so this earring is stuck. We'll leave in it. It's fine, it's fake. These ones are not fake, so they're coming off. I'm gonna start furthest back in time, as much as I can. I have an album on my phone that dates back to, what time is it? I can't see anything. June 2020. You will also notice in some of the old pictures I have pretty bad acne. Oh god. It was pretty much my real hair color. Not entirely, it was kinda bleached a little bit, but it's like mousy brown. I kinda miss the length, but I also don't want to grow it out again, so I don't think I'm getting back to that. I'm gonna put this one in a D. D tier. It was fine. First time I dyed my hair green. This was a turning point in my life. I love having green hair. I have green in it right now. I don't know if you can see it. It was a pretty bad job. It was pretty patchy, but I liked it all right. I'm gonna put this one in a C. Then I cut my hair. I got bored of the length, so I cut it into this shape. Still green, but it was pretty hard for me to maintain a good shape of it. Mostly it just looked kind of like a mess. D as well, I think. Then I cut it even shorter. First time I tried a quote-unquote boy cut, struggling with my gender identity. So I cut my hair very, very short. However, I didn't necessarily like it. I can get pretty self-conscious about my face, especially when I had my acne. And there's nothing to hide behind when you have very short hair. I'm putting this one in also a D. While growing my hair out, I had a brief green period again, but it was nothing special. I had a job at a jewelry store, and when I got the job, I was informed that I'm not allowed to have unnatural colored hair there. It was a fancy store with fancy people in it, so I couldn't do that. I dyed it ginger. This place sucked. I did not enjoy working there. So therefore, this hair gets it gets an F. Not because it looked bad, but because I was forced to do it and I didn't enjoy that. Then, when I quit, I immediately dyed it purple. This one gets a B. Gets a B. Entirely bleached my head for the first time, basically, in my life. And it was fun. I loved being blonde. It got, pretty dang blonde considering it was just purple. Also, there's a fun fact about me. My hair is the straightest hair in the world. Where's my hairbrush? Hold on. Oh, Mr. Brush. Oh, there it is. We're back. I have really, really, really straight hair. I love being blonde. This one gets an S. S tier. Then I did pink and green. I'm gonna try to section this off in these double mirrors, so I don't think you're gonna be able to see me that much. Oh yeah, you can see me. It was fun. I had a good time with it. Here's a little story for y'all. I had to take a break because my cat was pooping. I dyed it like this the day before I went to my very first ballet class. But on the way back, my mom and I were walking through the city and a man ran up to us. Like he booked it up to us. And he was like, oh, excuse me, sorry, can I talk to you? Do you have a moment? And I was like, I thought he was a salesman or a, political dude, maybe. I was suspicious. So I was like, depends, I guess. What do you want? And he said, I saw your hair. He told me he had a store in town and he really wanted to make it like a place for the alternative kids to come there. So he wanted to start selling alternative hair dye. And he didn't know how to start. So he stopped me on the street and he was like, "What hair dye do you recommend that I stock?" And he did get the hair dye that I recommended to him. And now I get a discount when I go there. Because of that story, the pink and the green gets an S. The pink faded super fast on me that time, so I filled in with purple. It was fine. It was basically the same thing, but purple. A B was fine. Then that faded and I dyed it like a champagne-y baby pink. Also a B. Then I dyed it blue. I didn't really feel one way or another about it. So she gets a C. I ran into the door frame and I split my toe into two. So here's a picture of me running in cold water waiting for my dad to arrive to help patch me up. It washed out. I cut it short again. This is the first time I had ever had like actual bangs and not just little swoopy bits. This is a look. Bright turquoise. It was green and blue mixed together, kind of in an ombre fashion, as best as I could do it. And I love this look. I peaked, honestly. I've never hit this again. I loved it. I thought I looked so cool. I still think I looked so cool. I miss it every day. S. 100% S. I loved it. This is semi-permanent black dye. I've never used this one before. We'll see how it goes. Put your gloves on, honeys. I had this blue look for a long time. I really enjoyed it. Then I dyed everything black, which was heavily discouraged from friends of mine to do that. They were like, "Hey, black is like a big deal." But I wanted to for upcoming reasons. Dyed it black. It was fine. I liked it fine. And then I gave myself the opposite of a skullet. I don't know what that's called. Why isn't anything coming out of this? Oh, because I'm stupid. I shaved my entire head except my blunt bangs. I loved this look. I felt cool as hell. This is also an S, I think. I felt cool. I was hospitalized. But I shaved it all off. And I knew this was gonna be the end of it when I did the bang look. Because I was like, there's no way I can grow the rest of my head out with my bangs still there and not look fucking stupid. I was in the hospital anyway, so this worked out for me because I didn't have to care about my hair. I only shaved it once. I immediately was like, okay, well, we're growing this out now. It was very freeing, actually. I do recommend you shave your head at least once in your life, if you feel comfortable. But it was fun. I had a good time. And all the nurses and everyone was really nice to me and told me I was very pretty. Do this now. This is gonna be a nightmare video. Growing it out was rough. Took a long time, obviously. I forgot to rate it. Hold on. Shaved head was a B. It was a B, I think. Some parts of the grow out was fun. I liked the fuzz. And some part of it made me feel really dumb. This was my natural hair color as well. Growing it out, that's an F, baby. I didn't have fun. I didn't like it. Then I bleached it into a very, very short bob. I like this one. It was all right. I'm gonna give that one a B. I felt cute. Then I dyed it yellow. First time I've ever had it yellow on purpose. I'm giving the yellow a C. Then I dyed it pink. And because my hair had just been yellow, it was a very corally orangey pink, which I didn't really love. Oh god. And I cut myself bangs again. These bangs I did not like. I felt kind of dumb in these ones. Called myself Pink Shadow Heart a bunch of times because I don't know. I didn't feel confident in this one. So rather quickly, I dyed it purple. I like the purple better. Pink was I'm bad at doing a tier list. I keep forgetting to do it. It was a D. I didn't really like it. The purple that I had next, probably a C. It was also just fine. Then I did it blue again. This I liked better. Felt a little bit more like myself. The bangs weren't really what I wanted them to be. I wanted it to be like the past bangs that I had, but I'm not a hairdresser. I don't know things. I cut on vibes. Gets a B. That's a B, baby. Then I dyed it purple again. Goes in the same purple as I said the other one. I already forgot what I said. Same one. Then I dyed it red and green. I can't check the dates anymore because my hands are covered in sludge. It was winter at least. I know that because we were doing a winter show in my dance group. And I wanted it to be Christmas colors, so that's why I did red and green. So that gets a C. Half and half orange and green. And then the bangs and the tips were purple. This was pretty fun. It was still, you know, winter, like February maybe. So I did enjoy having like colors on me because everything else is freaking gray in Sweden in the winter. Honestly, a D. This one gets a D. And it washed out really weird. So I was struggling a little bit. After this, at least, I dyed it blue again. Curtain bangs blue. This was also just fine. Also a C. I dyed it this wine red purpley color. It was a B. It was a B. It was fine. I bleached the back of my head and I dyed the front of my head black. I love this look. This was pretty recently. This was last fall. And I really liked it. I felt super cool. This is an S, baby. I loved this. I loved it so much. I had it for several months, longer than I've had any of the previous things I've mentioned. Eventually, I filled in some green into the blonde at the back. Honestly, kind of took it down to an A. I thought I was gonna like it so much, but I kind of didn't. Took away a little bit from what I liked about it, I think. Then I had to wait for it to fade, the green and the black, because I was in a stage show where it wasn't really fitting for my character to have green in their hair, because he was a man from the 40s. So I just kind of let it be for a really long time, and it turned into this like brownish thing. Then I dyed it into what I just had. I bleached the front, made it pink, filled in the green at the back. And I did have fun with it. I liked it at the start. But overall, I would give it a B. I grew tired of it really quickly, as you can tell. And I'm chasing the high of those blunt bangs black hair that I had. So that's what we're going for today. I know the back is messy. I know the front is messy. Don't tell me about it. Oh God. Making a rot mess of things. Ow. That's another rust, baby. Thanks for watching. Bye.